Shu Shu Carrington.
Against Matthias
Did you
Heita.
get my text message?
Which one?
During the fight.
No. What was it?
I don't remember what the text message was, but I'm going to just skip forward to now.
Oh, I think you were saying something about it being like an ordinary
He got to step
performance.
up.
He's got to step up. Yeah, I remember.
This your last fight on ESPN, and everybody that I had a chance to tell this to, and I should have known to tell Shu Shu this, but I was telling people as this thing was coming this way, I know I got a chance to tell this to Abdullah Mason. I told him, I said, every chance you get on ESPN, make a big splash. Because what you want to do is splash and hit people and make it so that they want to follow you wherever you end up. And Shu Shu just didn't do that on fight night. Mm-hmm. He didn't make anybody feel like, man, I hate boxing's leaving ESPN because now where am I going to find this guy? Let me know because I want to see this guy. You know what I mean? It was a very ordinary fight. And I'm looking into his eyes through the fight night, and it just looked like he's comfortable, he's fine, but I'm going to stay here. And I just didn't understand why he stayed there.
Well, I've been saying for a few fights now that what I like about Carrington is his pull counters, his counter punch game. But he's got long arms at the weight. He's sharp, he's fast. And am I wrong for thinking, he could create more off the jab when the counter punching isn't there? And, create more off the jab. But at the same time, since I've been saying it for a few times, I'm like, okay, then this is what it is. He is what he is. He's 27, going on 28. And to keep it in perspective, I think we can't get carried away with the flaws too much because I still think he's a tough style for the champions. Because, the more counterpunching, champions come to win. So the more counterpunching opportunities you give Carrington, the more chances you give him to do what he does best. He might lose to those guys because of those, when he's not counterpunching, his activity comes down a little bit, he doesn't create, and he gets hit. For being a counterpuncher, he does get hit too. He gets touched up. And even though he's got some knockouts, he's not a huge puncher.
Yeah.
But that counter-punching ability, that length, how sharp he is, he's still going to be a handful for anybody at 26. Even Inoue coming up from 22 because styles make fights.
Yeah.
He's going to be a tough fight for any of those guys.
I just hate, I just needed him to step up. I just really wanted him to step up, and I thought that he had the ability to. I felt like it got to a point where he could have separated himself, and he just, I feel, chose not to. I don't think it was information from the corner like, keep doing what you're doing, we're winning. It's just not that's boxing, but like there's the next level, which is just truly entertaining people.
It's Madison Square Garden. It's your last fight on ESPN. Yeah. It's your first world title fight.
You're the co-main event, and you want to be in the main event position. Like that's how I was.
Right.
When I was a co-main, I'm like, yo, let me show you that that's the space that I want to be in. I'm not gonna beat him up any more than I feel like I already have. I'm a big fan of Shu Shu, and I know that he's capable of so much more, and I think that's why. I kind of just had a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, man, we still sit here like you're supposed to be in the back room waiting on this main event to start, Yeah,
because you're fighting the number 13th ranked guy.
Yeah.
It's like it'd be one thing if it was number one guy. And
now you pouring salt on the wound.
No, you're right. You're right. But hey, Heita had a hevi right hand, man. He had some thump in the right hand.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, you could expect more from him off the jab and everything. But I'm just accepting that that's probably not going to happen. So as he is, he's still going to be a tough out for anybody at 126.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and now he's a world champion.
And then let's go real quick on So I'm sorry. So who do you want to see Bruce with now?
Well, Fulton is supposed to still fight Foster, but that fight just keep hearing it's going to happen.
That's a top rank fight, right?
I don't know. It might wind up on a PBC card. I think PBC's talking about a September 20th card in LA.
Okay.
We'll see, because a few cards have been talked about, but then they don't come to pass. But I'm hearing September 20th in LA, so maybe Oshaki and Fulton's on that card.
Okay. On PBC.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he might have to wind up fighting Carlos Castro then in a full WBC title fight. He'll probably get elevated up to full champion, but
gotta be ready to step up against Carlos.
Yeah.
Because Carlos.
I want to see him in Espinoza.
You want to see Bruce
Shu Shu and Espinoza.
Yeah. Probably the best fight at 26.
I love that weight class. I think all those fights, even Angelo Leo and Carrington's a great fight. Angelo Leo and Espinoza, like you could mix and match. Nick Ball, it's all good fights. And then when Inoue gets up there, it's gonna be on and popping.
Yeah, so. I'm not gonna front, man. Based on that experience, that performance, I'm looking at Rafael. I'm like, oh Lord. I'm looking at Leo. I'm like, oh Lord. So
he's got to step it up.
He got to step it up for those guys.
I think he'll.
This is the fight that's supposed to, you know what I mean? Like you're supposed to mentally check in and do certain things and grow from that. You know, Listen, when your opponent isn't giving you adversity, you push through and you'll find adversities along the way. Like my dad, I had a fight, I remember, and he's like, we gotta stop this guy. And I was like, I don't know, we won every round. What do you want from me? You know what I mean? Like, but he wanted more, and it like I defeat that thought process through being pushed, right? So I guess if it's not coming from the corner, it has to be innate within you. You know what I mean? So that's the bridge that I think Shu Shu's at now, where he's just got to figure out ways to step it up and do more.
Well, look at Brian Norman Jr. He was winning fights against like Quentin Randall, who fought on this card, but it wasn't moving the needle for him, making people want to see him. Then if he had just been winning 12-round decisions against Derek Cuevas and Sasaki and Santillan, he'd have a belt like Bruce has a belt now, but he wouldn't be leveling up like he has been going into a Haney fight now. So I think I'm just bringing him up to kind of highlight what you mean. It's not enough to just win. How you win matters too. And